Imagine this. You've just spent an entire day surrounded by hundreds of people, singing hymns, listening to long sermons about duty and obedience, eating a massive meal of roast chicken and homemade pies while wearing a stiff, plain wedding dress that covers every inch of skin. Your heart races with nerves, exhaustion, and a strange mix of anticipation. Night falls, the guests leave, the house quiets down, but you're not alone in some romantic hideaway. You're in your parents' home, in a spare bedroom upstairs, with family still moving around downstairs. And tonight, for the first time in your life, you're expected to have sex with a man you've never even kissed passionately before, in complete darkness, with zero idea what you're doing. Welcome to the Amish wedding night. This isn't romance novels or Hollywood. This is raw, awkward reality for so many women like me. My name is Emma, and I grew up in an Old Order Amish community in Pennsylvania. I left a few years ago, walking away from the buggies, the plain dresses, the church ordinances that controlled every part of life, including the most intimate ones. Sharing? This isn't easy. It's still raw. But after years of silence and shame, I want to tell the truth about what the first wedding night and the first sexual experience really feels like for Amish women. No sugarcoating, no romanticizing, just the honest account from someone who lived it, and the stories I heard from sisters, cousins, and friends. The wedding day starts before dawn. Chores don't stop because it's your wedding. You milk cows, feed chickens, help prepare food. By mid-morning, buggies arrive, hundreds of them. The ceremony is in the bride's home or barn, simple and solemn. No flowers, no music beyond hymns, no photographer. The bishop preaches for hours on marriage as a sacred duty. Man as head, woman as helper, children as blessings from God. You and your groom stand before the congregation. Answer vows in Pennsylvania Dutch. Promise lifelong fidelity. Rings forbidden. Kisses not in public. Everything modest. Everything community-focused. After the service, the real work begins. Feeding everyone. Long tables grown under food. Roast beef or chicken. Stuffing vegetables from the garden. Dozens of pies. Women bustle in the kitchen. Men talk outside. It's joyful in a communal way, but exhausting. You're in your new dark dress, blue or green, plain as always, white cape and apron, prayer cap pinned tight, no veil, no glamour. By late afternoon, cleanup starts. Neighbors help wash dishes, stack benches. No one leaves until everything's spotless. As evening comes, the moment arrives. There's no honeymoon suite, no trip to Niagara Falls. Amish newlyweds don't escape. Instead, you spend the first night or several in the bride's parents' house. In my community, we went to my parents' home, a spare bedroom upstairs, maybe the one I grew up in. Family lingers, siblings finishing chores, parents resting, aunts and uncles chatting. The house smells of wood smoke and leftover food. No privacy like you'd imagine. No locked door. No. Do not disturb. Walls are thin. Sounds carry. You change into night clothes. Mine was a long cotton gown, high-necked, long-sleeved, ankle-length, same as always. Nothing pretty, nothing lacy. It was designed to conceal, not entice. My husband wore plain pajamas or long underwear. We dim the kerosene lamp or blow it out completely. Electricity, not in most homes. So, it's dark, pitch black or faint moonlight through curtains. Now, the hard part, neither of you knows much about sex. Amish girls get no education on bodies, arousal, pleasure, or even basic mechanics beyond farm animals breeding. Parents never discuss it. School ends at 8th grade. No health class. Church sermons warn against fornication, but say little about marital intimacy except, be fruitful and multiply. You might hear whispers from married sisters. It hurts at first. Or just lie still. But details none. You're both virgins, raised to see sex as duty for children, not enjoyment. We lay there in the bed, nervous, tired. The day replays in my head. The sermons, the stares, the expectations. He might reach over hesitant. From bundling days where we lay clothed, talking all night during courtship, we knew hugging, maybe light kissing. But now clothes come off awkwardly in the dark. No slow undressing, no admiring looks, just fumbling. The act is usually missionary position, practical, traditional foreplay, minimal. No oral, no touching to arouse. Many women aren't wet or ready. Tension and fear make it worse. Penetration often hurts. Sharp pain from tearing him hymen. Dryness. Inexperience. I remember gasping. Tears in my eyes, thinking, is this it? It was quick. A few thrusts, maybe a groan from him, then done. No climax for most women. Pleasure isn't the goal. It's consummation. Proof the marriage is real in biblical terms. Opening the door to babies. Afterward, silence. Maybe he holds you or rolls over. No cuddling talk like in movies. You're both sore, confused, relieved. It's over. If it doesn't happen smoothly, pain too much, nerves win. You might wait for another night. No shame in that. Pressure is low for performance. But the community expects pregnancy soon. Large families, 8 to 12 kids are norm. Infertility brings whispers. In stricter groups like some Schwartz and Trooper, there's a delay. 3 days, a week even, of prayer and reflection before physical union. You're married but abstain, focusing on spiritual bonding. It builds anxiety. Legally bound, yet forbidden to touch that way. Stories from friends. Lying awake, wondering when it's allowed. Feeling God's eyes on you. Morning comes fast. No sleeping in. Chores start at dawn. Milking, breakfast, cleaning up wedding mess. You help like always. Now, as a wife, neighbors tease gently. How was it? But nothing explicit. Life resumes. Work, church, settling into routine. You might move to a small dodgy house, in-law apartment, or new home built by community. But intimacy stays practical, quick and dark for procreation. Over years, some couples discover mutual pleasure, but many women never do. Sex is duty, not passion. This wasn't traumatic for everyone. Some felt calm, loved from bundling familiarity. But for many like me, it was mechanical, confusing, laced with shame. Years of teachings made bodies sinful. Even in marriage, sensuality felt wrong. No one to ask questions. If it hurt badly or you bled a lot, you suffered quietly. Abuse stories exist. Forced acts, pain ignored. But most wedding nights are just awkward duty. Leaving the Amish shattered that world. Therapy helped unpack repression. I learned consent, pleasure, communication. Things denied me. My first real experiences outside were eye-opening, slow, mutual, joyful, no guilt. Amish life has beauty, community, simplicity, faith. But sexuality's hidden side damages women. Ignorance breeds fear. Control stifles desire. Silence hides pain. Wedding nights aren't celebrated. They're endured, then forgotten in daily grind. I wouldn't trade my freedom now, but remembering helps me heal, and maybe helps others understand. This is my truth.